Welcome, Ishraf. And a message from Vivek. We are already using it and want to develop plugin for our requirement and create custom API. Okay, it's good to know. What kind of plugin do you plan to develop? Okay, we are to get data from source and from frames. We want to get into and send it to API. Yeah, I think it is exactly the case, Burak. Yeah.
Yes.
The new plugin architecture can be used to develop something like that. So it is very good to use this plugin architecture for having AI algorithms and some other stuff. And message from Powell, screenshots in real time to moderate the video. Okay, absolutely. You can create a plugin for creating screenshots in real time. And already there is a feature in Ant Media Server about creating screenshots in a specific period, the preview. I can give you the link for that. Maybe you can use this built-in feature. And if it is not working for you, absolutely you can create your own plugin. So here is the preview guides. Okay. I think we can start. So let me make the introduction, guys. I'm Ahmet Oğuz Marmarkaya. I'm the co-founder of the company. I'm taking role in both software development and business development in Ant Media. And this session is the third session that we organize. And the first two sessions is also about new features in Ant Media Server new releases. And this one we are introducing the plugin architecture. And the plugin architecture is not mature yet. It is not even merged into the master branch. But it will be merged into the master branch in a couple of weeks, maybe in 1 week or in 2 weeks. And then it will be available to create your own plugins. We also, maybe I can give some information about the latest snapshots. When the test has passed. Hello, Declan. Welcome aboard. When all the CI continuous integration test has passed, we deploy the latest snapshot to the Ant Media IO, and it is available to download on your accounts at Ant Media. And the link for the latest changelog is available in here. So I'm just sending to the link in here. So it is good to have. I mean, you can download the latest improvements automatically on our website. So welcome, Svet. I remember you from the chair. Okay. So the plugin architecture will be deployed to the master branch in 1 or 2 weeks. This is an experimental feature, and we are looking for some feedbacks from you guys about how to improve that. We know there are some still missing parts in the plugin architecture to make a more autonomous, automatic plugins running in the backend. And for the second thing, we just want to give some gifts to you. I think you can fill the form right now. Hamid, could you please send the link form, and we can probably send you the Starbucks gift cards to your accounts, and you can just have some coffee from our side. Could you please send the link, Hamid?
Yes.
Yes, I just sent it.
Okay, guys, if in order to have, I mean, if it is not too many requests coming from other parts, we will send you the gift cards to everyone in here. So, okay, let's get started. Burak, it's
Thank
your
you,
time.
Oz, your great introduction. Let me share my screen. By the way, I can introduce myself. I am one of a developer in Antmedia. I have been working in Antmedia for 3 years. Now, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. I am planning to make this session in 2 parts. The first part is a technical presentation, and the second part is a practical activity. We will we will create a plugin together. I will show you how you can create your own plugin with an example. Actually, I will show the source code and the process to build it and deploy it. But before them, I want to demonstrate something for the demonstrate something with the result of the plugin that we will make together. Okay, as a trail. So let me start my server. This is our development environment. So I am started the server with command line. Now maybe lots of you already know our publish and play page, but let me introduce again. This is our webrtc publishing sample page, and this one is our sample page for the webrtc playing. Now let me publish my stream. Now I am publishing my camera, and also I am playing it. This is a webrtc publishing and playing interfaces. I think most of you are familiar with this feature, but now I have already deployed a sample plugin into this server, and let me register my plugin for the stream one. Okay, this is the stream ID of I am on my ongoing stream. Okay, now I am registering my plugin with a REST API. As you see now, I have added a logo on my stream real time. This logo is an embedded logo. It is embedded into the video on the server side. This is this feature is not included in standard Antmedia server releases, but I can add some logo or some overlay on my video with plugin. Also, I want to show another thing, some interesting thing. This is my plugin. We will work on this together at the after the presentation, technical presentation. For example, now I will add a Sobel filter with my plugin. Let me rebuild and redeploy my plugin to Antmedia server. Also, I need to restart my server, so I have closed it now. Now my plugin is built and also deployed to my development directory. Now I have restarted my server again. I have started my stream again. Now I am playing it again. Now I will register my new plugin again for the stream 1. Okay, I have added. As you see, this is a bubble filter, Sobel filter, and it is applied to my ongoing stream. Okay. So I want to give some inspiration about what you can do with the plugins. Actually, some of yours already have some plans with plugins. but these are simple plugins. By the way, we will also introduce MCU feature, MCU conference feature with the next release. We have implemented that feature as a plugin again. Maybe we can talk about more. Now, let me continue with the presentation. Then we will start to the creating server.
So just let me add something for that. Generally, we use FFmpeg filters for that, and you can probably Burak will give some more information about that.
Yeah.
You can use lots of ready filters available in FFmpeg directly in Antimedia server. You can do lots of interesting stuff, and you can also use some other third-party applications in your plugin as well. Okay.
Okay. I want to start with Antimedia server audio and video processing. Antimedia server has supported webrtc and RTMP ingestion for now. Also, Antimedia server can fetch your streams from your stream sources, for example, a RTSP source or HLS source. After we fetch the stream, we got the packets. We remix them into encoded packets. Then we decode them into decoded frames. Then we make some changes. If adaptive bitrate is available, we scale them or we make some filters. Then we again encode them into the encoded packets and mix them. Then we stream them with the supporting protocols. You already know these protocols are supported, or you can record your stream as MP4 or WebM files. By the way,
Burak, could you please speak louder?
Okay.
High volume. Okay.
Okay. By the way, I want to remind something. The decode and encode parts are optional. If you enable the adaptive streaming, then these decoding and encoding process is performed. Otherwise, we remove the packets and mix them directly because of the performance issues. Now, with the new feature plugin mechanism, we have 2 points that we can feed your plugins. One of them is the after remix process, we can provide encoded packets to your plugin, or we can provide decoded frames to your plugin. You can capture these packets or frames with packet listener or frame listener in your plugin. Then you can make any process on your plugin. Now, I want to tell the interaction between the AMS and the plugins. The AMS to plugin side, we have 2 listeners. Previously, as I showed, we have packet listener and frame listener. You can get packets with onPacket method in packet listener, or also write trailer will be called by Antimedia server to finish the stream. Video stream info and audio stream info are immediately called when you register a plugin into the Antimedia server. Antimedia server provide the streaming parameters with these 2 methods. Also, frame listener has a very similar methods, but in their audio and video frame notifier are separated. Please pay attention to on video frame method signature. As you see, it takes video frame, and it also returns again video frame. According to the returning value, you can create 3 types of plugins. The first type is asynchronous plugins. In that case, Antimedia server provides frames to your plugin, and you will return the same video frame immediately to Antmedia server, and Antmedia server will go on with the same frame, and it will streams or record the same frame that it fits to the plugin. But in the plugin side, you can copy the frame and you can make some process on your plugin parallel to the Antmedia server. This does not affect Antmedia server normal processing, but you will capture the frames also. You can use such a plugin for object detection or motion detection like applications. By the way, you can still continue to stream the video and audio. You can also create a recording, or you can make any other plugins that fits this type of plugins. The second part is synchronous plugins. In that case, Antmedia servers still provide the frame to the plugin, but in that case, plugin does not return the same frame. Instead, it makes some processing on the frame and returns the processed frame to the Antmedia server, and Antmedia server use that new frame to stream and record. In that case, you modified the Antmedia server normal processing with your plugin. For example, you can create a plugin that add an overlay. Previously, I showed an example to you. Or you can add watermark, or our new feature, MCU, is also fits to this case. Okay. The last one is the last point case. In that one, Antmedia server still provide the frame to plugin, but plugin returns null to Antmedia server. Antmedia server doesn't do anything with that frames, does not record, does not stream them, okay? But it only feeds your plugin. You can use such a structure to create a, for example, custom recording software. For now, Antmedia server can record MP4 or WebM, but if you need to record the files in another format, then you can create such a plugin and you can create it on your plugin, because the frames will be fed to your plugin. Also, you can create your custom streaming protocol. You can create your own UDP protocol, for example, that wasn't supported by Antmedia server now. Now, the other side, plugin to Antmedia server interaction. Antmedia server can, the plugins can access the Antmedia server over Antmedia application adapter class. You can get this class or the instance of this class as a Java bean. I will show you how you can do it when we will create our sample application. After you access, you get the instance of this class. You can register your frame listener or packet listener, or you can remove your packet or frame listeners from this API. Also, you can create a custom broadcast. Let me define what is custom broadcast. Normally, Antmedia server is ingested by some protocol, webrtc or RTMP, and it creates a broadcast and stream it to the viewers. In that case, there is no ingestion to Antmedia server, but plugin may be ingested, or plugin may read the frames from somewhere. It's maybe some streaming protocol or file. After it gets the frames, it will feed the Antmedia server with the frames, and the custom broadcast stream that broadcast to the viewers with the supported protocols, HLS, webrtc, or other. These custom broadcasts also implements the frame listener, so you can feed these custom broadcasts with on-frame method. You can use such a structure for custom ingestion protocol. for example, now we are supporting webrtc or RTMP. Maybe you can add a custom new UDP protocol. You capture the stream and feed that media server with that, and that media server can stream your video to the viewers. Lastly, there are 3 points that you need to pay attention on the directory structure. For development, you need to locate your main class into the IO, Antmedia, and plugins package. If you have a REST service in your plugin, then it should be located in that package. After you build your plugin, you need to copy your jar file into the Antmedia server installation directory, the plugins directory in the installation directory. Now, let's go on with the sample plugin. We have a sample plugin on GitHub. You can get this, you can clone this as a basis, then you can create your own plugin. I have already...
Okay, Brock, we have a question.
Okay.
So maybe we can take a look at the questions and answer them, then we will proceed.
Please.
So the question is, the question is coming from Joseph. If one were to look at incorporating the use of Dolby Voice for improved audio, would the plugin framework be the way to manage splitting audio, pass to the Dolby Voice processing, and then stitching back together?
Okay, it seems to be doable. But I think I need to investigate the Dolby processing more. I think it may be done with plugin, but on the streaming side, if our available streaming protocols can support, for example, I mean webrtc can support Dolby Voice, then we can stream it after getting the processed audio from your plugin.
Yeah, as far as I know, or as far as I understand, yes, this question is doable. So this requirement is doable. You can manage splitting the audio, pass to the Dolby Voice. Probably it has some kind of SDK, API, or whatever, and then you can stitch back together. So the second thing, do you have a documentation or white paper on using CDN? Actually, we have some documentation for using CDN, but especially for the Fastly, we don't have something specifically for Fastly. By the way, I'm not sure if it helps you, but we are working on AWS Wavelength in Verizon library, in Verizon laboratories for having a faster streaming. And we have some documentation for that. So right now we don't have documentation for Fastly, but we can think to add something for that. And lastly, is this meeting being recorded and available later for us to review and pass along to peers? So yes, so it is being recorded right now. Yes, Joseph sends the interactivity APIs, and there is a question coming from Powell. I could not compile the sample plugin. I got the same issue in sample plugin issues 1. It was yesterday. So, Brock?
Actually, I can answer this question at the end of the session, or I can answer now. As was mentioned previously, we haven't merged the related branch, the plugin base branch, into the masters so far. So you couldn't compile the plugin, or you couldn't build it. If you also clone Antmedia server common server project and also sample, not sample, stream app project. Then first build them and deploy them. After building them, you can build your plugin, I think, or you can wait to merging to merge the master branch. Then you can easily compile and build your plugin. It's a branch issue, GitHub branch issue.
Yeah, the quick answer is that it will be available to build seamlessly in a week, probably.
Yeah.
When we merge the master branch, when we merge the plugin branch to the master branch. But if you want to do that right now, you just need to get the related branch in the Antmedia Server Common project and the Antmedia Server project, deploy it to your own repository, local repository, and then it is available to compile. Okay, before proceeding, just a reminder, guys, we just want to send you some small gifts, Starbucks gift cards. So if you just fill this form, we will send you Starbucks gift cards, so you will have some coffee from our side.
Okay, let me continue. I have previously cloned the sample plugin into my PC. Then I have imported into Eclipse as a Maven project and modified it a bit. I will tell where I have modified. Now I want to introduce the package structure and classes in this sample plugin. Let me remind it is available in GitHub. There are 3 packages. As I mentioned previously, my REST service is located in the IO Antmedia REST package. This REST service is used to register my plugin to the stream ID that I pass with the REST method. Now, the second package is the plugin. As I mentioned again, this is an important package structure. You need to locate your main class into this package, and also you need to add component annotation to here. Also, you may give a name to access your plugin main class with the Spring API. Here I want to show how you can access the Antmedia Server application adapter, because you will use this class instance to register your frame listener and also package listener. This is a sample project, and it already shows how you can access it. You can access it using this method. It has a beam name. You can get that beam, and you can use this Antmedia application adapter instance to register your frame or package, or you can also create a custom broadcast using that instance. Now, lastly, I want to show my packet listener and frame listener implementation. Actually, most of the time, I think you don't have to use both of them together, because you may create a plugin using, I think, one of them only. Maybe they will be used together. I'm not sure. In the packet listener, we also implement a packet count. Actually, this sample plugin is to serve the number of the packets and the frames. It's a sample plugin, but for this session, we wanted to make a meaningful plugin, so we have added a FFmpeg filter feature to the frame listener. When we register our plugin into Antmedia Server for a stream, that Antmedia Server immediately returns the video stream info with that method. It contains such parameters: video width, video height, or time base, also pixel format. When we get this, we create a FFmpeg filter. I don't want to tell the details for FFmpeg implementation, filter implementation. I think you can find some sources for that, or I can share this file also in GitHub. Then now we created a filter here. We initiated it. Then we got the video frames with that method from Antimedia server. When we get a frame from Antimedia server, we increment the video frame count and filter the frame that we got. Now this is the filtering process. As you see, we are returning the processed frame to the Antimedia server back. So we have the synchronous. Let me show you again. We have the second type of a plugin. We get the frame, processed it, and then go back to the Antimedia server, and it will be used. Okay. At the starting of this session, I have shown some demonstration to you. As you see, we have a filtering text here. I have already shown you the Sobel filter, also the overlay. Maybe we can build our plugin with that filter. Let me show you something before, because I've already asked them. This is FFmpeg filter plugin. You can find video and audio filters from this documentation. There are lots of different filters. Some of them are really exciting and interesting. You may want to try them by yourself. As I mentioned, there are audio and video filters. Maybe you can try also audio filters, because, as I said, they are really interesting. But now I want to use the filter that FFmpeg documented. Okay, this is the text for it. I have just copied it to my plugin. Now let me build my plugin again. Run my server again. Let me start my streaming. Now I am playing. This is normal stream without any filter. Now I want to register my plugin to the stream one. Now, this is an example of FFmpeg. As you see, it adds a new bar here with the vertical flipped of my original stream. This is a different filter. Maybe you can check it by yourself. Maybe I can share this link. You can try lots of filters here. I want to show something interesting to you to demonstrate new feature plugin. I think you can find lots of ideas to add your own features to Antimedia server using this plugin. Maybe we can talk about your ideas now, or maybe.
Okay, so we have a question from Zale. The question is, will the MCU plugin work to merge all the audio media tracks when publishing audio-only media streams? Or must the publish media stream always have video and audio media tracks to use the MCU plugin?
For the current implementation, it needs both video and audio, but we can separate them easily, I think. At the end, they will be separated.
Okay, so for the current version or current snapshot, the video and audio media tracks are required to make the MCU plugin work. And I'm not sure, maybe we already have an issue on GitHub about supporting MCU audio only. I'm not sure. We can add it and we can schedule that. So, guys, the presentation is okay. So we are just looking for some feedbacks. Could you please give some feedbacks? What are the missing things on the plugin architecture? And we will add them before we release 2.4. You can even type on chat window, or you can even just open your microphone, unmute your microphone and say it, and we will just discuss here.
Hey guys, my name is Chai, and so I joined. So just a couple of things. So at the end where Brock was demonstrating some different filters that we can use, is it going to be? Is it possible that you guys add some samples of how we can do it, or directly have like a drop-down option from the publisher page, so we can select that particular filters and it can automatically be part of the stream? If we can do something like that, that will be fantastic.
Okay, I got it. Which kind of filters or manipulations do you need on your end?
I mean, like just some basic ones to get started with. That will be great. Me, as not a Java developer, it will be hard for me to like understand or like get into the code and try to implement these filters myself. But if I have some pre-built examples, then I can work my way through it.
Okay. Thank you so much for your feedback. So also, Declan says that audio only will be a big plus. So we are increasing its priority right now. So another guys, any other feedbacks? Guys, just let us know. And also we are very open. Okay, I did create an audio only MCU GitHub issue here. Perfect. Thank you very much. Okay. So guys, all feedbacks coming from plugin architecture are welcome. And also we are looking for some feedbacks how to improve our collaboration with the community. Also, let us know your expectations from us, or just provide some ideas what we can do to make a more win-win relation together. If we are happy to make some kind of investments for that. So, and there is a feedback from Vivek. Object detection sample can also be added. Okay, so maybe we can, Burak, maybe we can convert our object detection sample as a plugin. So,
yes, also, I have some idea for that I think right now. Maybe we can discuss such ideas in a title in our Google group. Or maybe we can discuss such plugin ideas, and maybe some guys from the community maybe volunteer to develop such plugins and help the others, or we can collect our users' plugins there. We can discuss. For object detection, current media server support TensorFlow, object detection algorithm built in. But for example, some users want to use YOLO implementation also. Maybe someone volunteer to develop a YOLO implemented object detection plugin. So maybe we can discuss such things in a title in our Google group. Maybe we can make it active together.
Okay, it's okay. So we can, if you have some ideas about the filters, plugins, please share it on the Google group, guys. And we will just, probably at first, we just first need to develop some of the plugins internally and provide for the community. And as Declan says, pre-built overlay where you can upload an image from the dashboard. The pre-built overlay is something that most of the users are asking. I think we can create a plugin for that and provide for the community and give some instructions how to use that in an easy way. So Vivek is asking we can add filter for dewarp for 360 video. Okay. And Zale, closed caption plugin as example would be super interesting. It's absolutely something like that. Before this meeting, we were just talking about this closed caption issue, how we can do that. I think we were just thinking that the plugin is the correct way for making the closed caption feature.
Yes. Well, we have talked about this nearly 1 hour ago.
Yeah, absolutely. So, guys, any other feedback about how to improve the cooperation together? And let me remind you again one more time, if you just fill the form, we are happy to send you Starbucks gift cards because we don't have coffee together. Maybe we will just send to you and you will enjoy it. So okay, is there any other feedback to improve the cooperation or for the plugins? Just let us know. Okay, from Tanya. So we had a meeting together, Chai. So I remember. Is there an ability to select audio tracks when publishing? Say a publisher is a musician, they will have multiple devices with different audio tracks. If we can have ability to pause, mute different audio tracks, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Brad, what do you think about that?
Actually, we are. I have been working on such an issue, but it is on playing side, not on publishing side. In that case, you can stream the tracks with different stream IDs into the Antimedia server. On playing side, maybe you can enable, disable them. This is a cross-term solution. Maybe in future we can add such a feature on also webrtc publishing site if it is available on browser side. I'm not sure about that. If it supports multi-track publishing, then maybe we can add such a feature.
Okay. What I think that is just let me repeat the question again. Is there an ability to select audio tracks when publishing? I think it is related to just JavaScript development. Yes, it can be doable. There's no problem with that, and it is just a client-side stuff. There's nothing on the server side. You can just replace the tracks and switch the tracks probably. But right now in the current release, we don't support multiple audio tracks for a single stream. Probably we will need to support that soon as well. So another feedback coming from Declan, something similar for video streams where the user can select the video feed keeping the same audio, like a Corso video, where the user can select the video feed keeping the same audio. So I don't fully understand for that. For video streams where user can select the video feed. So Burak, you are working with the multiple audio and video tracks for the WebRTC plugin.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay, please, Declan, welcome.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is if you have say a concert and you have multiple angles, so you have one audio feed coming in, but your viewer can then select which angle that they want to see in a carousel.
Ah, yeah, interesting. So, Burak, with the latest version, with the latest development, we will support multiple audio tracks.
Yeah.
I think it can be done with that, yeah?
But I think in that case there will be only one audio track but multiple video tracks. So
yes, that's correct.
It may be already supported with the current release, I think. Maybe I can send a documentation about that. We have a multi-track feature for now, but it is only for video in the current version. But in the next version, we will have also multiple audio track feature. But in your case, since you will have only one audio track and multiple video, so you can use it. You use the current version. I think for that, I can send the documentation.
Okay. There's a great feedback from Chai. We built as OBS capabilities in browsers. It's a great feedback. Okay, Burak, you need a microphone. So this is a feedback from Peter. Hi, Peter. Great to see you in here. So, for the OBS capabilities, I think it makes sense, but we just need to start from somewhere. Maybe we can discuss it on Google Group as well, where to start the OBS capabilities and iterate adding new features in each step, and there will be some kind of improvement, and you can see the phases that we are developing. And also it is welcome from the community, so you can also help building develop OBS capabilities in browsers. Yeah, for Declan's. Okay, great. Perfect, guys. Thank you very much for your contributions. It's really exciting personally for me. So thank you for that. I think also the other guys probably enjoyed the meeting. And I'm also pointing out that we are very open to discuss how we collaborate together to have a win-win collaboration. So I'm just thinking loudly for some time. I'm not sure that we can create some kind of model, a kind of business model for the community to make something win-win for both sides. So if you have some idea for that, please let us know. Maybe we can do something really interesting in the world, and it will be very exciting. Maybe I'm not sure.
Okay, so since you guys are looking for more feedback, I just have one more. So I find that when you guys release new functionality with every release or like update documentations and things like that, the documentation is a little bit hard to understand. I think you guys, because you develop the code and you implement it, it'll be there might be an assumption that people who are reading this document is aware of like such inner workings of it. So maybe not for everything, but for major features, if we can have some video tutorials, then we can actually see things in action. For example, like we are trying to like do a cluster setup and for our project, and I keep going back to this video where somebody was demoing back in the Feb, and it was a video recording that was posted in Feb. It was a quick update of like how things need to be set up. So yeah, having a small video tutorials like this in maybe YouTube channel or just maybe link it somewhere else will be quite useful for somebody who is not familiar or like who don't want to like get into the code to like figure out how these things work. It'll be quite useful for us. Since you are asking for like how the ways to improve collaboration, I think that will definitely help at least some users or knobs like me.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, Chai, for that. I think it totally makes sense for me. And for the small video tutorials, we can also create a thread on the Google group to start somewhere. So which is the most wanted video tutorial that we will create it first. And then it will help users in community. And a question from Peter. Would love to understand your broad customer profile, mostly corporations, small businesses, with a view to us doing project work for other users. Generally, most of our users from corporations, some of them are from very big giants corporations, and but most of them are small businesses, and generally we don't. I'm not sure if I'm answering your question, but just let me give some information for that. We just want to create some kind of ecosystem in the community. We are not expert on that. And we don't have much time to develop specific features for the users. So we just want to create a community that some guys need some features and guys in the community can build a plugin, or some guys can build some web interface for that. And to be honest, for some of our users, we are just asking community, hey guys, is there anyone who is interested in building a web interface like this? Because some of our prospectives are looking for these features for the Ant Media server. So we are also we are also taking advantage of the community for our business as well. So you're welcome, Chai. Actually, I thank you. Thank you very much for your feedback. Okay, guys, it's almost 1 hour. Thank you very much for your great contributions. I really personally enjoyed the meeting. I hope you also enjoy that. And I think I just listed feedbacks from my notes. We can create some threads on the Google group and continue our discussion there. So thank you. Thank you again for joining. And lastly, this is the form. Again, Hamid, could you please post it again? We will just want to send you some gift cards for Starbucks to have some coffee. And thank you again. Have a great day.
Thank you all.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, man.